Ahead of the panels at D23, people are allowed to get inside, of course, start buying up merch and seeing what is available on the show floor. Well, we finally got our first look at Daredevil Born Again, courtesy of the showroom floor, and some interesting art that's been spotted all over the place. So as most of you know, D23 will primarily focus on the Disney Plus side of things, especially when it comes to Marvel and Star Wars. And well, we are expecting a full blowout of Daredevil Born Again, as this seems to be where they want to sort of reveal it to everybody that's interested in what's coming next year. So on the showroom floor at Disney for D23, they got a lot of dressing, that's the best way to describe it, like set dressing, that they put up for Daredevil, and we're starting to see photos, but the two best ones that we've seen so far are these. So let's talk about the first one. So what we got here is graffiti of the Kingpin, and you can see how he's split in two, and fire underneath him, Kingpin on each shoulder, and he's obviously looking over what is a typical stairwell that you would see on the side of a building of New York, like a fire escape, or some people just hang out on it because there's barely any room in New York, especially Hell's Kitchen if you've ever been there. It's really cool, definitely pulls in the feel of New York, and if you look at the floor right below him, you see Daredevil at the edge of a building, white smoke behind him, he's got his trusty whip and something sharp in his hand, probably his baton. That's sharper for whatever reason. On the other side of that, we got Daredevil himself. If you look at him, it says Born Again underneath his painting slash drawing slash graffiti art. We got the double D up above him as well. We got like the cityscape right there inside of him. And we've seen this before, as it's like merchandise that's going to be featured on like shirts and, folders and things like that. Probably side of the action figure and everything like that. And what really sticks out to me here is, of course, that Daredevil, right? Because most people anticipate that we're going to get that by the end of this. He's officially going to like brand himself with a double D somewhere on his chest. But the other thing is, obviously, we're looking at the more muted, darker colors here, which probably tells me that, his suit is obviously not going to be as bright as it was on set, because they still got to do color grading and everything. And then what else we got here that I think is interesting to talk about is that the whole graffiti thing is supposed to play into this, as we're going to have the character of Muse, who does a bunch of graffiti and like tries to play some political stuff in there, as well, you'll see when he's involved with this plot and trying to paint Kingpin and Daredevil against each other on a public level. So everything here is looking real good, and I just can't wait to see what they actually reveal at D23 on stage.